We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big fella, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on.
Oh, this is blocked.
And now Washington has it.
But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say 1st quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Complete. It's Dotson.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Going with their tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it? It does.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Gibson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall on a give up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. He'll drop to throw.
Back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get off the field. 0-0, Mike free. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 3. Combo. Ready? Watch the safety creep.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Let's get off the field. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go back and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Juwan Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Back to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Cowboys, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.